What we want to do with the Assad group is just develop a team that is known for their integrity, for working hard and supporting their clients and just giving the best level of service, because that's what clients want. Hi, I'm Kim Assad with Compass Real Estate. I've lived in Texas since I was 11 years old, and we've lived in Grapevine since 2002. Grapevine is a great area to live in. We love the downtown area. It's like an old Western movie with log cabins. It's known as the Christmas capital of Texas, and we're really proud of our city. We love living here. Our kids grew up in the school district, Grapevine Colleyville ISD. We love their education and have been proud of just the relationships and friendships they've made in the community here. There's been all walks of life, from lots of stay-at-home moms to working parents that do a lot of volunteering for the schools. And that's really kind of how I've met a lot of my clients, is volunteering in the schools, whether I'm the teen mom or in the booster club, or volunteered with NCL National Charity League, or with my son through Second Saturdays. We've had a great time just meeting so many people in the community. I've been in real estate since 2000. I'm actually a civil engineer by degree, married a civil engineer, and then I got my real estate license back in 2000 and just have loved it ever since, because I love working with people and just the relationship. Real estate is really a relationship business. It's about developing relationships, somebody that trusts you, and that we can help them accomplish their real estate goals. I was a broker on my own before, and I joined Compass because I just love the image and the support that I have with Compass. I mean, our ads look so professional, our listings look so desirable, and it just helps the client out because I can get their homes sold faster. But I have the Assad group under Compass. I've grown that with 2 agents initially that have been great agents, and then now my family's even joined. So my husband, who joined Compass about a year ago, and then now my son. You know, I just want to welcome your business, and if you have any real estate needs, whether you're looking for a rental, a purchase, to sell your house, or an investment property, just call me.
Hello, Mustang Nation. Welcome to Week 11 of the Coach Mike Alexander Show, Team 103 season. Special thanks to Kim Assad and Compass Realty for sponsoring us again this year. Alongside head coach Mike Alexander, I'm Matt Carnes, Grapevine Booster, in a place that has taken a lot of my money over the years. We're at Costa Vida here in Colleyville, Texas. Cheer for the Mustangs in the house. We're at the time of the year you really like. It's playoff season, it's do or die, and you seem to really like this time of year.
There's no doubt, man. I told Mandy bye, last week, and I told her I'd hopefully see her in about a month or so. And yeah, I mean, us as coaches, we love every bit of it. When you win on Saturday, you get about 10 or 11 games of video to dive into, and then you start the process. And I've said it before, and I keep saying it. You know what? The biggest thing that makes it fun is this team that we have. These kids, they're awesome. We got a lot of confidence in them, and it's fun game planning with these guys.
You showed up Thursday night for the first game of the year. A lot of questions about how good Lake Dallas was really going to be, how good Grapevine's going to be when the playoffs get here, and you answered that question pretty quickly.
Well, I said this last week. Lake Dallas was not a typical 4 seed. They're really good, especially on defense, and they delivered. I mean, they tackled well. They played hard. You could see, though, over the course of the game, through 4 quarters, our guys they play so hard, our team does. They just, at every position, you just watch, you turn our video on, and you can't find a guy on the field that's not playing with 100% effort. And to deal with that for 4 quarters, we end up wearing them down a little bit, and we're able to make some hay in the second half offensively and score some points. And but yeah, it was a great win. It's great to win gold footballs.
I got a last-minute call, a little bit of a 911 to come spot for the spotter for the announcer for the game. So I was up helping Mike Norgard announce. And I got to tell you, spotting these guys on defense is a little bit of a nightmare. I don't – wait, was that 25? Was that 6?
Yeah.
Was that 27?
Because they're swarming the ball so much.
Call, yeah, so there's about 4 or 5 guys, and he's only got time to make 1 or 2 calls. So it was kind of like all night long they made it hard. So with these DNA guys come up here in a few minutes, that's – kudos to them for that.
And you're going to see that on the our highlights this week. I mean, especially defensively. I mean, there's just so many clips where so many guys are stroking the running back, just wham, 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 you know.
All night
And
long.
so, yeah, it's fun to watch them.
Well, it's good. Well, the final was 31-14. You got a big one coming up this week with Abilene Cooper. Anything else you want to cover with the game before we talk to these DNA guys?
And, you know, I thought that special teams is a big goal of ours, you know, to be special in the special teams. And, you know, we blocked a kick early, blocked a punt. You know, it was Hudson Blake got his hand in there and blocked a kick, doing exactly what he was coached to do. And then Tatum Evans was exactly where he was supposed to be, being the contained guy, picking it up and going in. And that was huge at that moment. You know, we gained a lot of momentum right there. And then we took the ball down. And, you know, next time we got it, we took the ball all the way down to the 1 yard line, and then before we fumbled, which was unfortunate. But I think that was a big momentum swing for us. And so, you know, it takes all three phases, and we got a lot of guys on our team right now that might not be a starter on offense or defense, but they're doing a really good job in the specials.
Well, speaking of the momentum, they drove down, got the lead. Y'all scored quickly after that. Then the block punt got you the momentum back, and then, of course, the drive. But it was interesting how everybody had a good feel for what they thought was going to happen in this game.
Yeah.
For one, nobody seemed to think their quarterback was going to run. Obviously, y'all had to make some adjustments on that.
Man, yeah, hadn't seen him be a runner really, you know, and it really was one play. You know, they saw something in a little draw play that where they got all our guys blocked and tied up, and I think they hit it 3 times, and it was, you know, one was big yardage, the other 2 were first downs, and so yeah, man. But that's the playoffs. You never know. I mean, you're playing good people, you're playing good coaches. They're seeing something on video that you might not see in yourself that might be a vulnerability. So, you know, playing games like that against good people will make you better.
Well, as after that drive, there was talk amongst us in the press box. I said, "I want to bet Coach Antle takes care of that right here on the sideline, and we don't have that problem again." And it didn't come up the rest of the game.
Yeah, no, Coach Antle is such a good coach, and these boys, they can speak the same language. They can make adjustments quickly, and you know, that's a byproduct of us running the same system now on defense for the last 5 years. You know, and understanding how he's thinking and how we need to make adjustments.
Well, it was a fun game. Of course, you put it away in the second half. Parker Polk, big again. The running backs all the way through,
Yep.
even with Reed Watkins and
Rondale
had a couple of huge runs.
Yep, that's right.
But also watching Evan run the offense, there were some of those last-minute pitches. There were a little bit of a gasp at the minute, but boy, they paid off.
Yeah, Evan played well, you know, and he needed to. And you know, if you're gonna run the triple option, you need your quarterback to play well, especially in the playoffs. And so that was a good sign. Seeing us getting the ball in the perimeter and getting it pitched. And you know, the goal will be to do a lot of the same this week, going into the Cooper week.
Well, good. Well, let's meet these DNA guys here. First up, we got our attitude player, Travis Mason, coming in. Well, Travis, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Did you have fun the other night?
I did have fun the other night.
Y'all look like y'all having a really good time after the game. That was fun to see everybody having that much fun.
Thank you.
So we don't really get a whole lot of spotting, if you will, for the offensive linemen. All we know is there was a big hole there. Number 4 went through it. 41 went through it. 9 ran around it, whatever it was. But if you go back and watch those highlights, which we'll see, all night long, you and your offensive lineman counterparts had blown people up all night long. So tell us what it was like in the trenches the other night.
Well, it was awesome. I mean, we were just all having fun with it. I mean, all the starters except for Hunter, who's a freshman, that was our last time playing at MPS. And then I think it was kind of unspoken that we all kind of wanted to go out with a bang and all kind of play our butts off and just have a good time.
Well, you did that. So you're the attitude player of the week. What was it this week with your attitude that got you that award?
I mean, like I was saying, I think we all really had a kind of win or go home attitude, so that reflected on our play, and we just dominated up front.
So y'all all have that attitude now. It's win or go home. How does that affect you daily and as you get ready for the next game week after week? Is it different on the preparation? Is it in the back of your mind? can't let it slack or it might be the end? What's going through your head through this?
Well, it's definitely a lot different than it normally is, especially since it is playoffs and towards the end of the season. Like Coach Hyde keeps telling us a lot of times, we can't get tired of doing the same old stuff, and we just got to keep working through it and keep doing it, and stuff like Friday night will happen.
Well, keep it up. We'll see how it goes Friday night. Let's hear it again for our Attitude Award winner this week, Travis Mason. Next up, we got our Compete Award, Redmond Webb. And I first off want to apologize on behalf of the announcer who called you Raymond more than once. I don't know if you heard that on the field or not, but
No, sir.
it's like they should have just named him Raymond. It would have been a lot easier. But anyway, so we called you by the wrong name a couple times. Sorry about that.
All good.
But compete this week. You were on an island out there all week. You and CJ on the other side. Y'all had some big guys to keep up with, and y'all were in their hip pocket all night. But you know, in a game like this, as a cornerback, you're kind of on an island. You mess up, everybody's going to see it, right?
Yes, sir. For sure. You're all by yourself out there.
And you know it.
Yes, sir.
But you got to have a good memory or a short memory, as they say.
Sure.
Tell us about what it was like out there with those big receivers the other night.
You know, they try to bully you around a little bit when you're not as big as them, and you really just got to be physical with them and just have a short-term memory. If they catch the ball, just get to the next play and just really compete with them hard.
Well, y'all did that. Looking ahead, what are you? How are you preparing for this upcoming game this week?
Just don't want it to be our last. You know, everybody on the team thinks that the whole week. We've really cranked it up at practice. We aren't ready for it to be our last for sure. So we just want to keep on going.
Well, good. Let's keep it up. Keep that compete thing going. Let's hear it again for compete player Redmond Webb. Next up, we got our Tough Award winner. This is, if you don't know from watching previous shows, this is the better lasher. Did brother find out?
I think so, yeah.
Brother, did mom rat you out?
Probably.
Yeah, I bet she did. That's all right. He can't do anything about it. He's off at school studying.
Yeah.
Who cares? So, 25 was all over the place the other night. We called your name and number a lot the other night. Tell us what it was like out there on the field last time at Mustang Panther.
Just a lot of fun. Before the game, I was like, might as well just go out there and have fun and play as hard as I can. So I did.
Well, that's
Felt
good. So you're the tough player this week. Tell us what you think you did this week that got you the Tough Award.
Well, I had to run down on kickoff too, and that definitely took a little bit of toughness. You know, keep going out there, not, tapping out for a sub, and doing that and playing defense is a lot of work, but I kept going. So yeah.
You got to keep digging. You got to keep going. So let's hear it again for our Tough Award winner, Hunter Lasher. Now we got our Family Award winner, Brady Wagner. Bold Sooner fan here coming up with his OU stuff. And I got to tell you, he broke my heart a little bit before I showed my picture of me and Barry Switzer back when my football dreams were still alive. I'm not going to tell them what you said.
Yeah.
They can ask us later about that. That was kind of funny. I can't deny it. You weren't wrong, but it was funny. Anyway, so Family Award. What did you do this week to get the Family Award, Brady?
It wasn't just me. It was definitely a team effort, coming together and playing pretty well. The O-line, us, the running backs making us look good up front. It's definitely not just me. It's the whole group.
Well, you at 19 getting a lot of downfield blocking. So as soon as you get Rondale or Polk or somebody free, we're seeing 22 and 19 downfield. As they always say, the receivers are those blocking for the touchdown. So talk a little bit about that and then what you're doing to get ready for this game this week.
It's definitely a good thing to see whenever you just make a good block and it springs it for a touchdown. Me and Hank definitely have improved since the start of the year on open field blocking. And for preparation this week, we got to just look at this game. We can't look ahead to our next opponent, whoever it is. But we just got to focus on this game and really stay locked in and play as a team.
Y'all look like you're having fun hitting people downfield, too.
Oh, yeah.
It shows.
Yeah, me and Hank are having a blast out there. There's we were both in on one, and he put someone on his butt, and we started celebrating together right in front of the guy. So it's a great moment.
Well, keep it up. Let's hear it again for our Family Award winner, Brady Wagner. All right, next up we got quarterback Evan Baum. You're the Discipline Award winner this week. So before we get into the Discipline Award, tell us what it was like running the offense the other night, because things were tight. If it looked like things were happening a little faster, of course we're in the playoffs, so the teams are getting better. Did you notice it being a little faster? Did it feel a little faster? Talk about that.
I mean, it was definitely one of the better defensive we played. So, I mean, we had a great week of preparation, and we really did our jobs, and that's what, like, it's hard. We all do our jobs. It's hard to stop our offense.
Well, some of that last-second pitch you made on the outside edge when you pitched it to Rondell, I mean, that was a split-second decision. Talk about how close things seemed, not just that one, but several times it seemed like things were very close. They were coming in, and you had to move very quick.
Yeah, I mean, that just comes with preparing well. I mean, we say all the time, the game isn't won on Friday. It's won the days building up to it. So, I mean, just practicing that and getting used to it, we put a lot of work in.
So you're the Discipline Award winner this week. What did you do this week that got you the Discipline Award?
I mean, discipline, we say strive for excellence in all we do. And, I mean, I really just try to do my job, not anything extra, and, yeah.
Well, keep it up this week. Looking forward to seeing what you do against Abilene Cooper. Let's hear it again for the Discipline Award winner, Evan Baum. Last but not least, we got our Fight Award winner, Major Heck, coming up. Come on in. Saw a lot of number 6 on the field the other night. Pointed your number out a lot. Talk a little bit about the game you had the other night.
Well, you know, it's always a tough game. You know, tackling's a very physical thing to do. Luckily, I had help with our linebackers always being there. Hunter Lasher securing the edge when I needed it. So, you know, they made it pretty easy for me to just come downhill and get to be able to hit these guys.
Well, y'all did a good job of that all night. You're the Fight Award winner. Tell us what you did to earn the Fight Award this week. Do you even know specifically, or you were just told?
You know, I was informed, and I feel like it's just because, you know, the way I play, just I like to be physical. I like to go down there and hit the opposing team, and it seems to, you know, bring a positive impact.
So talk about getting ready for this Abilene Cooper team and how y'all want to make sure it's not the last game.
Well, Abilene Cooper, you know, they're from an area where they're always tougher, more disciplined teams, and, you know, we're going to out-physical them, out-man them, out-discipline them. You know, we're going to come in with a better attitude. We don't want this game to be our last. We want to end this season on a win.
And that's what we like to hear. Let's hear it again for our Fight Award winner this week. I got to say, that DNA thing is working. I think it's paying off, and I do think it'll benefit these kids for their whole life.
Well, I appreciate it, Matt. I think that you know, you watch our guys operate in life. You know, the guys that are consistently up here, you know, win these DNA awards. They're doing big things in the school building. They're doing big things in the community. They're good kids. They're respectful. No matter where we take these guys, everybody tells us, you know, what respectful young men we have, and man, they're champions on and off the field, Matt, for sure.
Well, and on top of that, y'all had the big Veterans Day parade. So talk about the Veterans Day parade and how the Grapevine High School as a whole and the football team and everybody dealt with that.
So after the game, we celebrated a little bit in the locker room, and we danced and had a good time. And then I told the guys, come dressed, ready for school at 8 o'clock on Friday morning. They didn't know why, you know. And I just told them, I said, trust me, you're not going to have time to shower. Come showered, ready for school, 8 o'clock. We postponed lifting and watching the video, and we all went over to the school building, and we helped create a victory line for all of our veterans going into the Veterans Day program. And you know, that was just one way I felt like we could give back. You know, we put our jerseys on, we went and stood there and clapped and cheered on the vets as they walked through the school building. You know, I want our guys to understand that their place in this, you know, in America too, you know, for the rest of their lives. We got to train up young men that understand the value of patriotism. They understand the value of loving God and country. And I feel like, you know, we do that in a number of ways. You've probably seen us after Breakfast with Champions in the mornings practicing the national anthem. You know, every Friday morning that we don't have a pep rally, we're out there on the sideline and practice how we're going to do the national anthem, because I think that's a big deal. I know there's many vets up in the stands that it honors when we do it well. And so my prayer is that when they leave Mustang football, that they're ready for life in more ways than just learning how to play this game.
And that puts it on a perfect tee. You couldn't have set yourself up better for that, because congratulations on being nominated for the Landry Award, which is a Coach of Excellence. And I can tell you, after being around the program for all these years, that it's paying off. I've seen it for all these years. It's one of the reasons I wanted to stay involved in the program to help facilitate that. So congratulations on that. That's a well-earned award. Let's hear it again for
Thank
Coach
you, Matt.
Alexander.
Appreciate you. Thank you all.
So let's go to game day. We'll look at the highlights in a minute, but talk about Breakfast Champions real quick and what we heard Thursday morning.
Yeah, so we brought in Drew, goodness gracious, Bridges, and new guy from the area. He's over at Compass Church, you know, and he just challenged the guys about life after football and having big vision, and so that was a good way to start the morning. We had a lot of dads there. I know that you know, at the end of the day, Eric Nelson prayed over the team, and that was very, very special. To have him do that and then have all of our dads there, so that was a good way to do it. And then this week, Matt, we have Coach Steve Lineweaver, legendary coach from Trinity, coming to talk to our team. Yeah, so really excited about Coach Lineweaver being here this week. It's going to be exciting.
Well, good. Well, that was a great start to the day. Then we show up to Mustang Panther Thursday night, and the Mustangs did their job. Let's watch some of these highlights.
All right, let's do some highlights. All right, so these are in sequential order. And honestly, you know, the first two series didn't go like we planned. You know, we didn't plan on not scoring the first drive. And then what do we got? Not on? Hang on, let's get this thing squared away here.
Pardon us for some technical difficulties, but we will figure this out because we are really smart, technologically and capable people.
Probably this little connection.
Not yet. Half of it.
Something else. Let's get out of here. All right, so as I was saying, Matt, you know, first two series didn't go all that great, but you know, we gave up a drive and gave up a score after we had to punt to them, and then we got the ball back, and real quick we hit them with because their safeties were screaming downhill and tackling us, so we hit them with Parker up the seam. That's a play we've been working for weeks, and hadn't really done it since I guess Azel game maybe. So we hit him with that. Big play, Parker. Here's the end zone shot. See what Evan's looking at. Good ball, Evan threw, and then Parker does the rest right there. Touchdown Mustangs, 7-7, you know. Go out on defense. I think I hope I didn't miss our block punt. Maybe I did. I don't know. We'll see.
That's the long one to Caden there.
Yeah, this is the long one to Caden. Like I said, we knew coming in we were going to need to hit some shots, and we did that. You know, Evan was throwing the ball well, and Sammy, Caden, all the guys, you know, reeled them in. So here's another look at it from the end zone. Here's what Evan's looking at. He just airmails that sucker to Caden, and Caden does the rest right there. So that's a big, big play, turn of momentum. All right, speed option. Worked this all week, thought we were going to get numbers on them. You know, Parker just got enough of that guy to get Rondell sprung. But, you know, like I said, that shows right there their safeties were really good tacklers. And, you know, that guy coming from the backside over there does a good job on Rondell.
Nice cutback for him to get that
Yeah,
opening, though.
yeah, Rondell had a good night seeing it.
And Rondale was hard to bring down the other night.
Yeah,
That touchdown
yeah.
we'll probably see here in a little while.
Oh, you're going to see it. It was a great play, wasn't it? This is Evan really doing a good job of what we call stepping on the defender's toes and pitching it late, and then Rondale blocking out on the perimeter.
Seemed like all night, though, things were just a little bit tighter back there than
Yeah.
they have been all year.
Yeah, I mean they're good defense, and they had a good plan, and but you know we just keep pounding away. This is a good picture of Parker hitting the inside zone downhill, getting the safety, drawing him inside, and then bouncing it late. You know, if you bounce that too early, the safety just gets over the top and tackles you. So that's a good picture of Parker being disciplined right there. And then, you know, just keep pounding away. And then this is Reed finishing it off. You know, Reed's hard to tackle. He's super strong in his lower half. So great job, Reed. And that's the big one to Sammy in the third quarter right there. We kind of drew this up in the locker room at halftime, Matt. Like, we hadn't really worked that play, but we felt like we had a shot, and you see Caden really blocking downfield after the catch. Here's an end zone shot of it all. Good protection. Evans got all day, and then Sammy, great concentration by Sammy to reel that in.
This felt like the time of the game when their energy kind of started to fade.
Yep. All right, this is my favorite play right here. All right, love this play, Matt, because this is right after they had scored, okay, to cut it to 24-14.
Still got a 10-point lead.
So they're trying to get back in it, and then they onside kicked. We got it, and then we came and hit them with this one. Watch the effort by Brady Wagner right here. He's playing this tight end position. All right, we'll go to the wide copy first. He's playing tight end. He gets kind of tied up. He's supposed to block this guy, this safety coming downhill on Rondell. But watch the effort. Doesn't quit on it. Boom.
Plants him.
Nice,
but
nice.
Then downfield, you got two more red shirts.
And then you got all these guys, like, not everybody cares this much about their teammates to block downfield like this, Matt.
Right.
I'm telling you. I mean, not everybody's receivers. That's Parker Polk right there.
I know.
He's 40 yards downfield. Caden Cook, 40 yards downfield, blocking people. They love their teammates, man. Watch this from the end zone copy. This is awesome. Gets tied up, doesn't give up on the play. Boom. Big time. Great effort, man. Just great effort.
Rondale learned from Parker. Don't get caught from behind or
Yeah.
they're going to make fun of you. So
No doubt. All right, here's our special teams clip. Love this play. We'll watch the end zone shot so everybody can see it. Come on, don't do this to me. So we worked this block, you know, I would say all week, but really we only work punt block on Wednesdays, but we worked it significantly on Wednesday. Really knew we were going to have a shot. And so the whole goal right here was for Hudson Blake and Gray Whitsett to attack number 56's shoulders right there and make these outside guys do their job. And made them execute. They didn't execute. And then Mason Tatum's right there to scoop it and score. Big-time momentum turn.
So from the press box, right after that happened, like, who got that block? I said, I don't know. There was 5 jerseys. I'm serious.
Yeah.
How do you? It's like,
if you look at the tight copy, it definitely. I mean, there's a bunch of people there for sure.
so we never. I didn't know until I got home and watched the film. Who got through there?
Hudson Blake.
Yeah. So
Yep,
that was good
Hudson
job on
Blake.
him.
Yep.
But it wasn't just me that missed it. Every single guy in the press box and on the clock was like, we didn't see it.
And this was good to finally execute a field goal. That's the one area where we've struggled this year, Matt, and we're working hard at it this week in practice. We're changing up some of our protection stuff. We got to be able to kick field goals, in the playoffs. So defensive highlights. You're going to see a lot of guys playing their butts off right here. Here's a clip of CJ taking a really talented receiver and just Xing him out. That kid was so frustrated with CJ. Here's the end zone copy of it. Just cutting him off. The kid's always giving the palms up.
They were both big receivers on the outside.
Yep.
They just couldn't get away from the cornerbacks.
Credit to Redmond and CJ and Burns and Ezekiel Brown and all those guys, because they work their butts off in practice. And not everybody pays attention to the details of technique like we do, I believe. I think some teams just tell the corners, you got him, whatever. But so we challenge their guys. Nobody's gone up and challenged their guys like our guys did last week, So just proud of the effort and the work that they put in all week. All right, we get a little pressure right here. It's good coverage downfield. You can see, I got 3 guys on the play. But
Three of them.
But where's he going to throw the ball?
Yeah.
I mean, freeze frame that. There's nobody open.
Nope.
And,
But if there was, he wasn't going to get rid of it.
No. Coverage sack, pressure sack, however you cut it. Leighton Towery busting through, dominating his guy. Christian Sneed, Tyler Mears. I mean, they're all doing their job, and they're getting in the backfield. Another clip of just a lot of guys getting around the ball. Devin Thomas making a nice individual play right there. We're going to get some more of them as we go here. I think this is a clip of CJ knocking a pass down, blitzing from the corner position. Yep. I love how Coach Antle utilizes our boundary corner and the run fits and pressure packages and stuff like that. A lot of teams aren't used to seeing that stuff.
Well, they're certainly not used to seeing someone get to him that quick either, because he gets there so fast.
This is Hunter last year and the boys meeting the quarterback in the backfield. I mean, that's how you vice up the football. That dude's got nowhere to go, 3 guys on him. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Another clip of CJ just competing, you'll see the end zone copy here. He's getting pushed off. This is offensive pass interference. But he just keeps battling and pokes the ball out right at the last minute.
It was impressive all night on both sides.
Great individual play by Hunter Lasher right here, doing his job, carrying number 2, vertical, coming off, and dropping the, that's big time right there. Boom. Lasher ain't a big guy, but he can hit you, man. He's quick.
That's the better Lasher, by the way.
Yeah, the better Lasher. I didn't say that, Zach. I didn't say that.
I'm just seeing what we can stir up.
All right, I love this clip. So this kid right here, they were frustrated because they really wanted to get this kid the ball, So now they're just resulting all right, let's put him at number 3 receiver and just throw it to him. And watch how many guys come stroke this guy right here, This is so Tyler runs, strips it out, and then Latham strokes him, knocks him flat, and then we get the turnover and takeaway. And then Hunter gets body slammed over here. Wham! That's some WWE stuff right there.
I heard about it, but I missed it on the game live.
He's hating me for putting that on there right now, too.
Did that get flagged?
Yeah, we got 15 yards on that deal. All right, here's another sack. Let's watch the coverage once again. Once again, there's nowhere to throw the football.
Where is he going to go?
There's nowhere to throw the football. Tristan Sneed gets his sack. There you can tell. There's
nowhere to go.
Where's he going to throw the football?
Nowhere to go.
Yep. And then the game icer right here, interception to end the game. So super proud of the guys and just their efforts all week.
Well, it was a relatively comfortable win, and you even had some meat left on the bone there. If you hadn't had that one turnover, there was some more to get.
We missed Parker on a wheel route in the first quarter. 7 points, fumbled the ball at the 2. You know, there's some things that, you know, and I'm sure Lake Dallas can probably say a thing or two as well. But the good news is we played extremely, extremely physical, extremely hard throughout the game. All that other stuff we can clean up. But as long as we're getting that kind of effort, Matt, we got a chance.
You do have a chance. It's been fun to watch these guys. And we'll get to do it again Friday night at the Crowley ISD Multipurpose Stadium down on Hemphill Street in Fort Worth, Texas. I think I said that right. I took that right off of Max Preps. Technically, I guess it's Fort Worth, but I guess it's Crowley's home stadium. Abilene Cooper, a team we're familiar with. We've seen them several times. Tell us what we're looking for Friday night.
So Abilene Cooper, you know, we played them 4 times back when I kind of first took over here, and 1 year as a defense coordinator. They're a typical West Texas team. They're going to be super disciplined. They're going to play hard. They're skill kids. On offense are really talented. Defensively, they're just going to be really sound, and they're going to run to the ball well and play hard. It should be a really clean game. I'm expecting it to be very competitive. I believe our guys are going to play really well. And, you know, fun fact, our senior class has a little something to prove, because when they were freshmen, they lost 2 ball games their freshman year, and one of them was to Abilene Cooper their freshman
Payback
year.
time.
It's payback time for our seniors, for sure.
Got to have that long memory. Don't have a short memory like those cornerbacks for this one. Remember that one and see if we can get them back. So the winner of this one gets the Wichita Falls Rider and Argyle. So hopefully we'll have to be talking about that next week, one of those 2 teams.
We ain't talking about it tonight, Matt.
No,
We're just
not
talking about
yet.
Abilene Cooper.
Cooper's what's on the agenda first. Now, I don't know exactly how it's going to work, but it's NFHS. To log in, you have to, I guess, pay to get in this week. The Trey Bell will still be producing through Tradio, but you got to pay through NFHS to get that. Don't know if Champion Sports Radio will be broadcasting through the website or not. Sorry, I don't know the answer to that. I don't think anybody knows that yet. We'll find out Friday night when we go in and try to watch it, if we're going to be watching from home. Best bet, go to the Crowley ISD Multipurpose Center and be there by 6:30 so you can see that. Looking forward to Breakfast of Champions on Friday morning with Coach Lineweaver. That'll be good.
Awesome.
That's a real treat. Can't wait to hear that again. But we want to say special thanks to Kim Assad and everybody, Compass for sponsoring us again. Anything else before we sign off?
Go Mustangs.
Go Mustangs. Let's hear it from the Mustangs here again in Costa Vida. Thanks to Costa Vida, Zach, Davis, and everybody else who made this one happen. We'll see you next week.
My name is Sam Assad, and I am a finance with real estate major at TCU, and I am at Compass with Assad Group. Grapevine was a fantastic place to grow up. I mean, there was never a dull moment my entire childhood. Just the relationships here are something a little bit different than I think you get in many places. So I've been in real estate since '01, actually, when I was born, obviously, with my mom. Well, growing up, I just learned so much. I just felt like it was just a great place for me to be, especially in Texas. I mean, the market's doing fantastic. It looks like it will continue to be for a very long time. Since I'm doing finance with real estate, both my parents are civil engineering majors, and honestly, I think that me going a different route has helped. I feel like having both of those combined and just seeing all the aspects of what makes a home beautiful with the engineering side and seeing what makes a home profitable on the financial side. Both of those aspects in the Assad Group will just help us blow past all competition. I mean, Assad Group would just love to work with you. We work all over DFW, so if you're looking for anything, please let us know.